Tayam and Tayam, as we say on Musara, light within light. Welcome to the bridge of one of our new Tayamni transport vessels. I'm T.A. McLaughlin. I am the author of the science fiction series, The Love of the Tayamni. Back in 2015, when my husband and I were married, I told him I wanted to write when I retired. He asked me, why wait? So I followed his advice and began writing. I decided to begin with a beautiful memory from when I was a little boy. I must have been around 5 years old. You may be surprised to hear me say I was a little boy. As an adult, I thought I was a gay man. Despite knowing I was really a girl at around 4 years old, and then an entire adult lifetime of people telling me I was a woman, I was too afraid to transition. But finally, at the age of 52 in 2009, laws and medical technology had progressed to the point where transitioning seemed like a realistic possibility. So here I am, an idealized version of a 69-year-old trans woman at 2026. Now, let's get back to our story. It was the summer of 1962. I'm sitting the back seat of a green 1952 Chevy. We didn't have air conditioning, so the windows were down. And here we are at the observation lounge. Let's walk to the window to view this young star cluster. This is the Orion Nebula. It is inner on the spur from Masara and Earth. It's the nearest region of massive star formation, about 1,200 light-years away. Tayamni astronomers estimate that the nebula generates enough water molecules each day to fill Masara's oceans 50 times. The nebula is only about 2 million years old. At its center lies the Trapezium cluster, a group of extremely young hot stars whose intense radiation lights up the nebula. Getting back to our story, I remember being fascinated by what I saw. There were 2 older men sitting on a bench at the sidewalk. They were wearing neckties, white shirts, trousers, and white fedora hats. Now, I lived deep in the country and rarely came to town. Most of the adult men I saw wore coveralls. I think this may actually have been the first time I'd seen people in reality, dressed the way I saw them on television. It was hot, so one of the men was fanning himself with his fedora. One man was sitting on a folded newspaper. They were talking and laughing about segregation. At another bench, a man was reading a newspaper for pleasure. I don't really understand why this image was frozen in my mind for my entire life, but I recall every detail. In fact, I began to use my life experiences to create the series. The first book largely takes place at Tupelo, Mississippi in 1962. Of course, as a big sci-fi fan, I wanted to turn my experiences into science fiction. I introduced other characters, like the main character, Batresh. And here she is. When we first meet Batresh, she is 18, but here she is at around 30. Hi, Glinda. I don't think I meet you until the 7th book. You are right, Batresh. I don't transition from Denny until the end of the 6th book. Since you are writing the 5th book now, I'll see you later on. See you soon. Now, we will meet the central character, Denny.
Hi, future me.
Hello, Denny. Here, Denny is around 30 years old. This is how he appears in the 4th book, The Contendings. Remind me, what are you up to in the 4th book?
It's 1988 and I live in New York City.
Oh, that's right. This is when the Patakas hybrids became a major problem.
What are Patakas hybrids?
I'm sorry, Denny. You don't know about them yet. But when you are me, you will know.
Bye. See you in the 7th book.
Now, let's meet Batresh's sister, Namazu. Hello, Namazu. I see you are here from the 2nd book. Namazu, you look a bit shell-shocked. You just brought me here from a battle at the Galileo moons. Don't worry, you will survive. Who are you? I used to be Denny, that little boy. You'd better get back. See you in the 7th book. Hello, Amon.
Hello, I'm sorry, have we met?
You and I don't officially meet until the 7th book. But you do know who I am.
And who might that be?
Do you know who Denny is?
Batresh has told me about him. She's on a mission to save his life right now.
I used to be Denny. This is me, after transitioning to female.
Oh, so you are from the future of our timeline.
Yes, timeline 496.
Do you know anything about your prior life, before you were paired with this body?
Yes, I do know, but I'm not sure we should reveal it. There may be others listening in who shouldn't have it spelled out for them yet.
Why are you here on the circuit?
In my tour so far, I have been on a Tayamni transport from 2032, but this time I came to this vessel to see you. I wanted to explain that you are Batresh's primary. The Tayamni have primary, secondary, and tertiary spouses. The final primary character I will introduce will become Batresh's secondary.
Are you going to introduce Jerry?
So I will say goodbye. I'll see you in the 7th book.
I will see you then, Mother.
Be careful, my son. Hello, Jerry.
I'm sorry, is there a meeting scheduled for this room?
Oh, Jerry, I came here to speak with you.
I'm sorry, I see you are dressed as a Tayamni political leader, but I do not recognize you.
You and I know each other from the 1960s at Earth. I'm coming to visit you from 2032.
That's why you are calling me by my human name. Who are you?
I was Denny when you knew me. Now I am Glinda.
So, you finally transitioned?
I am visiting you from 2032, but I transitioned this year. This is 2009 for you, isn't it?
It is 2009 at Earth.
In a decade or so, the Tayamni mission at Earth will end. Batresh will decide to relocate to Turka City.
Is she here now?
She will be here within a few months. The Tayamni mission at Earth will end within a few decades. Her matriarchy will end. She will return to live at Turka City.
How do you know this?
I know this, Jerry, because I am also the writer of the series. I based this character on myself.
I'm really confused.
You don't need to understand. I'm going back to 2032, so I'll see you in the 7th book.
See you then. I'm sorry, I have some work to do.
Thank you for coming with me on this journey to meet the main characters of the series. This is T.A. McLaughlin, author of The Love of the Tayamni science fiction series.